Okay, so I want to do a catch-up react session on A Wild Iraqi, and he's an AI music video creator in the Skyebrows community. I have done him before, so let's show you. So I actually did a catch-up reaction on him March 22nd. And then the next one I did after that was it was intended to be a catch-up reaction, but it ended up being just a single video reaction to From the Dark. And it was a pretty stunning video, that made me cry. So I actually ended up only watching one video in that one. And then I reacted in May, so a little bit earlier in this month, to the 1,000 subscriber special, which is 5 songs packed together into a big old virtual concert. So yeah, I do tend to react to A Wild Iraqi about once a month, and he's one of the higher reputation creators in the Skyebrows community. So I wanted to go back and get some stuff. I'm really behind on it. So this one I watched privately, and it's music with looped animation. So I'm not going to go in and watch this one, even though I haven't reacted to it. It's the oldest one that's a non-react, other than I think the really old stuff. But then this one, Strike, Tale of the Eternal Sentinel, I want to go into there. This one is just looped animation with music. I want to go into here for Fight to Your Life, and then this was the one I already reacted to. I want to go to Look at Us Now, and I want to go to a message about AI and creativity. So I want to hit 4 videos all together. This one, this one, this one, and this one if I have enough time. I plan to skip this one because it's an entry for a Leaflet's contest. Leaflet has a contest here. Let me show you briefly. I have a post about Leaflet's contest. So Leaflet has an AI video contest, and this video of his is an entry into that contest. So I think I'll want to do this later when there's like 3 or 4 of these entries by different Skyebros in the Skyebrows community, so that I can do a reaction pack to different contest entries. So I think I'll want to save that one for there. So I'm not going to try for 5 videos today, just for 4. So I think that's enough rambling before I even start the first react. Oh, wait, one more thing. I'll put links in the description, timestamps so links to the original videos and timestamps to when the reaction for each video starts. So if you're more interested in a particular one, like this one, for example, you can skip ahead, skip right over this one and go to that one, and maybe come back and look at my reaction to this one later, or however you want to do it. So this is a month old. Let's go in finally. Oh, and did you think I was done with context? No, I'm not done with context. We're gonna look at the description, but there's no description. Okay, so I guess we are done with context. Let's rewind it and let's go in. Okay, so I just wanted to pause and give a little bit of feedback and information. So this beginning scene, when it comes into focus on the person that's standing there with the sword, I'm not sure who that is because we're looking at the back of the person and it's silhouetted and there's the sun in the way and everything. But that person, when it focuses on that person, I think it took a little bit too long to focus. Like the timing was mostly okay, but it was just slightly off. I think it would have been better if it took a little less time to focus on that person. And then this is A Wild Iraqi himself. This is his self-representation character. He's actually used another one in the dark. He actually had 3 self-representation characters in From the Dark. The video that I talked about before that made me cry, that we're not reacting to today because I already reacted to it. But anyways, So this is his main self-representation character that he uses. The guy with the mask and the red jewel in the mask. Okay, let's keep going. I like the building excitement, but this, when it switched animation style really suddenly, where is it? Yeah, when it switched to this here, that was interesting. Oh, look, it's actually a mirrored picture. Look at this. Yeah, I usually don't like it when it changes animation style, but I think I liked this one. And look at this, all these silhouettes, and it's a mirrored image too. That is cool, I do like it. When I thought I was lost. Okay, I think I do need the closed captioning. Let's keep going. Stuck in the trenches of my mind, I went headfirst to the deep end and soldiered towards the line. When a volcano erupts, it destroys all in its path to a shield and sword. I will forge this wrath. Oh, I'm not sure who this guy is, but did you notice when his face became all distorted? That was an AI error. Oh, but I do want to, say that this here, look at this. It's more than a month old, and I've seen the AI programs improve a lot in that time period, and also the AI creators improve a lot. So even if this looks kind of rough in parts to you, you should remember that I'm going to his oldest video first, and it'll probably be the newest videos that will wow you the most. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, I kind of think it's a little bit unfair for me to go chronologically, but sometimes there's context that I'm going to need to understand later videos, so I kind of feel like I have to. Okay, let's keep going. You'll find no kindness, no mercy in a galaxy of death. Oh, and there's A Wild Iraqi right there conducting these people. Okay, so he's the conductor now, which is fitting because he's kind of like in a conductor role. He's like conducting the whole orchestra, and the orchestra is AI. So it's kind of about what he's really doing with this video. You must fight to the end. To your last breath. God, what is mine? Stand firm throughout time. If you threaten this light firm. Oh wait, is this Ruda from Exiled King Broly's videos? Yeah, Exiled King Broly is a video creator in the Skyebrows community, and this, I don't think it looks quite like Ruda. Yeah, it doesn't look quite like Ruda, the destroying angel in that series of videos. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I don't think it is. I don't think so. But yeah, so we've got a storyline here. We've got a warrior with a sword, and apparently there's outer space stuff, and there's some kind of war that's being fought. So I guess it's like sort of like a combination of science fiction and fantasy elements in this story. Yeah, so, and I'm not sure who these women are. They seem to be like maybe people, they got power, their eyes are glowing. I think, okay, sorry, let me just pause briefly. Okay, sorry about that. How unprofessional of me. I thought I had put my phone on airplane mode before I started the React, and I had not done so. So sorry about that. But I'm back now. Okay, so let's see. What was I saying? Yeah, I think these women have like power, like maybe they're goddesses or angels or witches or something. They've got the glowing eyes, and see, their eyes are glowing blue, and then he also has the glowing blue eyes. So I think they're supporting him in some way as he fights this war. Okay, let's keep going.
Consequence, you will find this life's not a game, it's a war of attrition. You can drown in your shame or strike down their maledictions.
I'm kind of wondering if maybe this is like Warhammer 40K imagery. It seems a little bit like it, but like not enough like it to definitely be it, but like sort of like a little bit inspired in that direction, I think. Hard to tell.
You'll find no kindness, no mercy in a galaxy of death. You must fight to the end, to your last breath.
Oh yeah, see, I like the way that the music gets really exciting just as he's like walking up here with his helmet just in that little place. Yeah, that when the music gets really exciting like that, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, and some of those words were distorted. Well, especially the numbers were distorted in that scene. Okay, and then the chunks of blown up asteroid or whatever it is are kind of phasing through this spaceship. That looked a little bit weird. Yeah, I think there's too much debris in these scenes and the AI isn't handling it very well. Yeah, it just sort of looks messy rather than like it should. But yeah, it can be really hard to have a lot of things in motion in the same scene. It's just a difficult thing to do. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, and then this throne, look, it matches the blue glow of his eyes and his sword. It has these jewels here. So he's finally made his way to the throne, but the throne is half destroyed by the time he gets there. So I think this story is about, it talks, the lyrics were saying before about a war of attrition. I think this story is about a war that is very rough on the warrior. And when he finally reaches the goal has been half destroyed. I think that's what the story is about here. Okay, so that was pretty cool. Let's do the thumbs up. I like the way that there was storytelling in it, and the visuals could have been improved, but it is, it is older. Also, it would be good if there was at least something in the description. There's no description whatsoever, and if you had like a one-sentence description, if it is, somewhat inspired by Warhammer 40,000, you might put in here, hey, this is kind of inspired by Warhammer 40,000, or you might put, hey, it looks like it is, but it's not, or, something like that, or you could say, oh, hey, this This is a song about a warrior in, outer space fighting with his sword, or, there's all sorts of things. But yeah, when I see a video that doesn't even have a one sentence description, what I think is that when people come in randomly from YouTube, and you do want people outside the Skyebrows community to come in, not just people in the Skyebrows community, but you want people from outside to come in. And you got to think about, when a random person clicks on this and comes in, what do they think? Even like something like 2 or 3 words in the description to sort of give them an idea of what they are, like, maybe the music genre and something like that. Or you could say, hey, I'm a creator in the Skyebrows community, or, so it might be about the music, it might be about the visuals, it might be about the symbolism, it might be about the channel and the creator. But, you don't have to put all those things in the description, but to not have even one of those things in the description makes it harder to bring in a new audience. So you kind of want to have something in there. Okay. So let's go back to A Wild Iraqi, and let's look. Okay, so the next one, oh yeah, so I watched this privately, or rather not privately. I watched it on a live stream, and then I think I did 1 more time or 2 more times by myself. And then this one, Enter the Arena. So this is a collaboration with Son of the Dead Son. Let's go in. And I've heard about this one. This one has a reputation, and look at this, 3,000 views, and it's been a little bit more than a month. Okay, so the music is a collaboration between A Wild Iraqi and Son of the Dead Son. Animations and stitching by Son of the Dead Son. And music, EQ, I'm not sure what that is, and lighting filters by A Wild Iraqi. A massive thanks to Son of the Dead Son AI for giving me the opportunity to work with him on this project. As a fan of his stuff, I was beyond excited when I got the chance to work with him. He's a very nice man, and I'll probably be a fan of his for life. And then the strength symbol. Let the embers of the campfire continue to grow and spread across the world. And then camping. Yeah, the campfire is a symbol of the Skyebrows community that's used a lot in the videos. It comes from the Skyebrows original Cream of the Slop. Okay, so actually let's go in here. Let's make it big and rewind it. Okay, we're going in. Okay, now this is a version of the Wild Iraqi that I haven't seen before. Look at that. That makes me laugh. Okay, probably shouldn't laugh at this, but it did make me laugh. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. Okay, so I think that the music here is harder than I like. I usually don't like things that are this hard. And this music, it's really not drawing my interest. It just seems a little bit too hard, but I know that Wild Iraqi has a lot of like variation even within a song, so it might lighten up and become more likable to me. And as far as the quote-unquote animation, it looks like it's all live action this time, and it looks very inspired by various like post-apocalyptic movies. And we've got the pit with the fighters, and it looks like they're masked, and even the audience is masked as well, it looks like, at least most of them. And so it's that kind of atmosphere and story being told about these fighters fighting.
Howling like a thunder in the storm they wired. Dust in your face, fire in your veins, rust on.
Okay, some of these images are difficult to look at. Okay, let's keep going.
The door, blood on the chains. Every step's a warning. Every step's a threat. Can you feel them watching? Tell me you don't sweat. Enter the arena. Fight for your life. Show us what you've got. Endure the strife. Stand in the fire. Refuse to fall. Enter the arena. Give them your all.
Okay, I said that he has a lot of variety even within a song, and I think it started getting my attention. So right in this section right here, it changed to something that had more of that like exciting rock and roll sound and not quite so much the harsh sound that was too hard in the beginning. So I started actually liking the sound in this area here. Okay, let's keep going.
Give them your all. Give them your all. Clearing your eyes, both hands shake. Swing that hammer, ground will break. One deep breath, lock that jaw. You're the only one, you're the only law. Enter the arena. Fight for your life.
Okay, and then this guy here that's just sort of screaming while wearing this, we saw him a little bit earlier over here at 1:03, and he was doing exactly the same thing. So it actually, when he came back and it was just basically the same kind of thing, it made me a little bit confused. I was like, okay, so is he going to do something this time, or why does it keep going back to this guy? Like, what does this character do? What does he represent? Okay, let's keep going.
Fight for your life. Show us what you've got. Endure the strife. Stand in the fire. Refuse to fall. Enter the arena. Give them your all.
Okay, so I did want to stop again and say that a lot of this imagery is very difficult to look at. Like this, with this old guy with his head all stitched up, and then look at all the goggles he has. Does he have like multiple eyes underneath these goggles? That's what that makes me wonder. But yeah, very difficult imagery to look at, and it kind of puts me off, especially certain things like the spider and the large amounts of, we'll just say ketchup. I don't know if you can really say the other word on YouTube without it giving you a little bit of a restriction on YouTube, but yeah, it's hard to look at stuff like this, and it puts me off. But for a lot of people, it'll make them actually a lot more interested in the video. They'll be like, yeah, this video really goes hard. So yeah, that's just my personal taste. That's a personal taste issue. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, wow. Okay, that is super hard to look at. Okay.
When the lights fade low, when your strength runs thin, that's the final game. You can begin.
I saw something that confused me. Let's go back here to 302. Yeah, so the barbells are gears. I'm not sure why they're gears. Maybe these guys have to scrounge in the trash heap to make their own barbells. Maybe that's the story. And then I don't know what's going on over here. This just looks like a weird AI error over here. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, there are definitely segments of the music, like right here, that I really like. I really like this one. But it's very hard to look at this imagery. Okay, now this creature that's been created is really interesting. Not as hard to look at as some of the others, but yeah, this is really interesting here.
Give them your all.
Okay, so I had a really mixed reaction to it. There were some things really great and some things that were just so hard to look at in there. Okay, so let's go back and, okay, so let's go back. Okay, so the next one, and I already saw that one there. And then the next one is Look at Us Now, 2 weeks old. Now I've heard really good things about this one too. I'm trying to remember if it's one of those that people said I had a cameo in. I'm not sure. But if there is a cameo in here, it won't surprise me because I'm thinking this might be one that people said I had a cameo in. Yeah, I can't remember. Okay, let's go in. Okay, we'll pause it. And let's look at the description. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameo Fest is back on the menu featuring the following cheat sheet. Oh wow, a cheat sheet. Okay, so I can just look and cheat. Okay, let's see. I think, okay, so Kenzie, I will not recognize. Let's see. Let's see, anyone else I won't recognize? Jessbro. So I think Kenzie 5015 and Jessbro 14 are ones I won't recognize, and all the others I should recognize. Mad Hatter. You got it. To make the @ symbol work, you got to put another X in front of the Mad Hatter. I think that's how his @ symbol is. There, it's like @X Mad Hatter Creations and then X. I think that's how you fix that in the description there. Okay, so I don't see me in the description, so I was probably thinking about some other video. But yeah, need to look at this one. Okay, so let's rewind it and make it big. Okay, let's go. Okay, and then I don't recognize this character. I don't think this is a cameo. Oh, is this Nightwave Fantasy? That's right, I probably, yeah, I haven't reacted to their stuff, but their stuff is supposedly totally really good. And I don't know, I think this is their self-representation character here. Okay, sorry, so I don't think this is Nightwave Fantasy. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, oh, there's Nightwave Fantasy right there. And then we got Cool Enjo. We've got A Wild Iraqi in his black masked version, I think. Or is this someone else entirely? Yeah, Wild Iraqi will occasionally appear in a black mask with a red gem, but not very often. Don't know. And then this seems to be Lusty Links. Let's see. I've already forgotten the cheat sheet. Okay, so Nightwave Fantasy, Cool Enjo, Kenzie, and Lusty Links. Okay, so the one that I don't know here must be Kenzie, and it only listed these four, so yeah, that is a Wild Iraqi and not some other person. Okay, let's keep going. I did notice some distortions as the four were dancing, like their faces were getting really smudged, and Lusty Lynx's hair was getting really smudged in particular. But it can be really hard to have multiple distinct characters in the same scene and have them all move and have it. It's hard to do on AI. It's hard for everyone. Okay, and Cinevier, is this Lusty Lynx again? I'm not sure. This is Ember Paradox. Let me look at the cheat sheet again. I've already forgotten. Oh wait, that's Kitsura Nines? Is this she doesn't have the little black tuft in the middle that I usually look for. Okay, that must be Kitsura Nines. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, let's keep going. Oh wait, and we have no closed captioning. Okay, and then there's A Wild Iraqi. Let's see. So what does it say? It says discipline, something, routine, silent, success. We got the blue screen of death, discipline, execution, silence, strategy. I can't read that. Strategy, principles, power. Something of power. I'm not sure. I can't quite read that. And then noble, care, work harder. Okay. But yeah, look at this. This is a very detailed and beautiful picture. If you just pause it, the still picture works very well, and oftentimes with AI it doesn't do that. But yeah, look at how beautiful this is.
One shaky voice and a tiny machine, trapped in the silence. I kept making art despite the violence that was in my head. Then you found me, one by one, small sparks conglomerating into a brilliant sun. When I fall back, when I lose sight, you lift me up, pull me back into the light. Look at us now, look at us now. We were one, now we're a crowd. Look at us now, look at us now. You lifted me up, turned my doubt around. Hey. Now there's names I know at every corner, screens full of hearts and weekend cheers. Your heartfelt mess.
Yeah. So this here, this is a theme that in his very first video that I reacted to, let me show you. His first video I reacted to also had this theme. Let's go by oldest. Okay, yeah, the first one that I ever reacted to was this one, which is only music in this still picture, but it has the same theme. Skyebrows inspiring him and other people. And then this one here has like nearly the same theme, but it's more about community togetherness. See, the community lifted up A Wild Iraqi and got rid of his doubt and gave him confidence. And it's also about the creative process. And then look at this, all of this here. All of this here. So the community is lifting him up, and he's enjoying the community, and the community is enjoying him. So very inspiring. Let's keep going.
Just hit like thunder. I know you'll be there if I
Okay, now this symbol here, wasn't that in one of the earlier videos? It seems familiar. I think I remember that symbol. I'm not quite sure.
Look at us now. Look at
Okay, yeah, there's, yeah, it's hard to do multiple people dancing together. Okay, so I think this looks like Tarot Dravenox. Is this Gaming Syndicate? This is Jaded Fett. Or wait, is this Psychro in his human form? Psychro, the friendly survival specialist. And then this looks kind of like Louisverse. Sorry, it's hard to tell when the AI is distorting their faces and stuff. Yeah, this looks like Louisverse. Let's look and see if I'm right. Okay, Tarot Dravenox. Yes, Tarot Dravenox. Right here with the purple hair. And then Gaming Syndicate. Right there, Gaming Syndicate. Oh, that's Hawk's Inferno. Okay, so this is Hawk's Inferno in human form, not Psychro, the friendly survivalist in human form. Yeah, this is Hawk's Inferno. And yeah, those two look similar in their human forms. Let's see. And then we've got Jaded Fett. Yep, Jaded Fett, like I said, right here. And then the last one here is Louisverse, or rather her character, her self-representation character, Lady Wasabi, right there. Okay. Okay, so let's make it big and let's go.
Look at us now. We were one, now we're a crowd. Look at us now. Look at us now. You lifted me up, turned my doubt around.
Okay, and then, oh, we've got Null. Yeah, we've got Null. Yeah, he finally got cameoed by Skyebrows himself just the other day in Skyop. Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you in Skyebrows. Blah. I can't type. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, Skyebrows, Skyop, right here. Null got cameoed in here. Yeah, Null got cameoed in here just 4 days ago. And that's him right there. We got the Bloop. We got Occultist Notitia, who also got cameoed in Skyop for the first time in a Skyebrows original. I mean, he's been cameoed plenty by the Skyebrows community, but for the first time in a Skyebrows original, right there in Skyop. Occultist Notitia. Okay, I've forgotten. And then this is Mad Hatter. I think, yeah, where is he? Yeah, Mad Hatter right here. Oh, that's Banana Juju. Okay, Banana Juju. Oh, yeah, it's hard to tell without her monkey ears and her monkey tail. I don't think she is either one, but yeah, it's doing the smeared faces thing. I'm glad that the background was kept. I'm wondering if maybe the background was done separately from the dancers. It might be the case. Yeah, if you kind of look at the lighting on the underside of the legs, it kind of looks like maybe the background was done separately, which is a good decision because it keeps the distortion from spreading to the background as well. But yeah, it's really hard to have multiple characters that are distinct in the same scene. You know, AI can do a huge crowd where everyone looks really similar and has indistinct faces. It can do that. But once you have a bunch of characters with their own characteristics, it's really hard to do right. Okay, let's keep going.
If I forget who I am, you hold up a mirror in your hands. You tell me I've come so far that my wild ideas kick-started your heart.
And then here's Skyebrows himself. Here's A Wild Iraqi. And here's ASAT, and he's actually an Iranian. A Wild Iraqi is not a real Iraqi, that's just a nickname. But yeah, a lot of people confuse ASAT, who is also a Skybro in the Skyebrows community, with A Wild Iraqi because they confuse Iran and Iraq. Yeah, but he's actually in Iran right now. Yeah, yep. And he live streams games sometimes, and he has good videos. You should look at his videos. Okay. Yeah, let's make it big. Oh, and then we got a bunch more people. Okay, so this looks like Avted Fatash, Keen the Pirate VTuber, and then this guy, this girl, and this guy, I don't recognize them. Let's look at the cheat sheet. Yeah, I looked at the cheat sheet before I even began, but then I forgot it. Okay. Oh, this is not in order. Okay, because Keen is here and Avted is to his left. And here, Keen is here and Avted is to his right. Okay, so the other people in there are Griffin Knight, Nilith, and Nicola. Oh, this is Nicola. Yeah, Nicola has features that look a lot like a lot of other VTubers. So yeah, it can be hard to recognize Nicola without the distinctive dress or hairpin. And then Griffin Knight. Is that Griffin Knight in human form? That's got to be Griffin Knight in human form. Okay. And then Nilith. Oh, this is Nilith. Okay, yeah, once again, you put Nilith in different clothing and it's a lot harder to recognize him. Okay. Yeah, a lot of us are only really recognizable by our clothing, and once we get put in other clothing, it's a lot harder to recognize us. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, and I didn't even notice it's got a bunch of inspiring things in neon in the back. Respect the drive, own the night, chase the light, catch the night, midnight run, legends don't follow, they lead. Oh, wait, are these cars in the background, are those the cars representing the various characters that Keen was generating in one of his live streams? Yeah, I think Keen, the pirate VTuber, I think he was generating a bunch of cars representing the Skybro characters, just generating some still pictures and some short video clips. I think he was generating that in one of his live streams, if I'm remembering right. I think it was him. Okay, let's keep going.
Look at us now! Look at us now! We're one now, we're a crowd. Look at us now! Look at us now! You turn light down around. Look at us now! Look at us now! I'm strong.
Oh, and then Jess the Maid and Happy Harble. And then we've got Pupperfish Pat, and I guess two more versions of him. So, but they have bows, so I guess they're his family members. Okay, so, yeah, Pupperfish Pat, Happy Harble, and Jess Bro. Okay, so that must be Jess the Maid. I saw like a Jess the Maid tribute video at some point. But I didn't know her @ symbol. Okay, and then Eva was before this, but I completely missed Eva. Where was Eva? Okay, so where was Eva? Okay, so we had the same people dancing, and then Eva was somewhere. Where was Eva? Okay. I'm not sure where Eva was. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so is this just the same? Okay, I'm using the less than and greater than keys to go one frame at a time so I can go back to when the front row knelt. Okay, so the front row is kneeling. Okay, so, oh, I think this is Eva. Yeah, I think this is Eva. And it's all the same people as before, other than that. Or wait, no, is this Happy Harble in human form? Oh, I see the bell at her waist. I think this might be Happy Harble in human form. Louis verse again. This is the bloop. Avted Fitash, A Wild Iraqi again, and then this, I thought this was Lusty Lynx, but I guess this is Kitsurin Nines, Ember Paradox. Okay, let's keep going.
Look at us now, look at us now. Your love made me brave. Now.
Oh wow, this is like really cool imagery, but at the same time it kind of makes me laugh a bit. It makes me think of like, I don't know, like K-pop imagery or something. I'm not quite getting it right, I think, but yeah, there's something this reminds me of. Yeah, it makes me laugh a little bit. There's like a lot of doves and the lotus and the crystal castle and lots of glowing, and everyone's got something in their hands that they're making. Oh wait, I think I'm getting it. Everyone has something in their hands that they're making. So these are representing AI creators all sitting here, and they're all making their own crystal castles or whatever. And then some of them are flying up into the air, look there, and the doves and the castles. Okay, I get the symbolism here. I didn't get it at first. Now I get it. Okay, let's keep going.
I want the same for you.
Okay, and then this is another group scene, but with the male characters, and I think it's just the same ones as before. Yeah, there's nothing after this in the description, so yeah, it's just the same male characters as before. They're just all gathered together now. Okay, and then we've got a giant picture. Congrats on 1K subscribers. We believe in you. Okay, this is really big, and it's going to be harder to identify people because it's black and white, but I'm going to go through, I'm going to identify them. Okay, so we got Keen the Pirate VTuber. We've got Sir Squintifer, or actually he changed his name. Now he's Sir Squints. Chiral Chikage, and everyone calls him Chi basically because it's hard for people to pronounce Chiral. We've got Mad Hatter. Oh, wait, is that me? That is me. Oh, that's me. Yeah, that's me right there. Okay. Oh, yeah. I was thinking people had told me I was in here, and then when I saw that I wasn't in the cheat sheet, I was like, yeah, I was thinking of something else. They were right. I was thinking I'd confuse this with some other video, but yeah, there's me right there. And okay, then we got Kitsurin Nines. Not sure who this is. We got Del Demon, or Del Demon over 9,000. I think he has 2 channels. Griffin Knight, but he doesn't have his wings or his horns. This guy, I can't think of it. Diabolical, I think. This is Hawks Inferno in human form. Avted Fitash, Occultus Notitia. Although I don't see the leaves in his hair. He needs to have leaves in his hair because he's like a living statue. A Wild Iraqi, although he has this weird symbol instead of a jewel. Skyebrows himself, the guy that the whole community's built around. There's ASAT, the Iranian Skybro, and this is the bloop, right? I think it's the bloop. Don't know. Or no, this is Cinevier. Yeah, this is Cinevier. Yeah, it's hard to tell, because it's black and white, it's hard to tell, but this is blue hair. Okay. Louisverse Cinematics, or rather her self-representation character Lady Wasabi. We've got Gaming Syndicate, Jaded Fett, and then this is Null, or Null FM is his channel. Yeah, and it's hard to tell him because he has the pale green glowing eyes, and he's also supposed to have pale green shoes, and I see he's got black shoes here, but that's probably just an AI error. Okay, well, thank you, Wild Iraqi, for including me in here. Yeah, I took a long time to get around to it, but I did get around to it. Okay. And oh yeah, and we still actually got a few seconds of the video, so let's keep going. Oh, if I just waited a few seconds, it would have gone into color. Yeah, okay. I should have just waited and it would have gone into color and I would have had a much easier job identifying everyone. Okay, cool. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for that, A Wild Iraqi. I will go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And then let's go back to his channel. And I believe there's one more that I want to get in the reaction pack today. Because, of course, I want to save this one for a reaction pack with like 3 or 4 different creators having the contest entries. I'm hoping to do a reaction pack like that. Okay. So this one, a message about AI and creativity. It looks like it might be like a discussion, but it's got the music symbol, so I think it's a music video. Let's go in. Yeah, I hear the music. Okay, and we got, okay. Let's see. I didn't want to make this kind of video, but I felt it was necessary based on repeated interactions with people who are, in some cases, violently anti-AI. Yeah, some people are really like that. They're like it can't be allowed. It can't be allowed. Okay, but you know, I'm usually chill with people, and I think that as long as they're just whining about it and not actually doing anything bad, it's kind of good for the Skyebrows community because it means like less competition. You know, if people want to keep themselves out of our community, then, you know, that's okay. And it actually helps us. But yeah, if people get really awful about it and they're trying to destroy people's entire careers over it, especially if they're doing it in a hypocritical way, which a lot of people have outlined, like Leaflet has outlined how some of the people who are anti-AI are doing very hypocritical things, like using AI and then pretending they don't and stuff like that. So yeah. So anyways, let's go in and we'll make it big. Here we go. Oh, actually, before we get properly into it, I wanted to remark on this scene here. So this really looks very A Wild Iraqi. So lots of sparkles, which I remember those from his earlier videos. He was kind of overdoing the sparkles, and I told him, hey, cut back on the sparkles a little bit in my reactions there. But yeah, I see this one is really sparkled up again. But it's a good picture for the most part. It's a little bit messy. We've got some like, I guess, I don't want to say clutter, but we've got, what is it, like a lot of like little bits of something that we can't quite tell what all of it is. Yeah, so I think, you know, if this picture was a little bit sharper, yeah, sharper, so it's not actually blurry, but it's, it like needs a little something, in my opinion. I can't quite put my finger on what it is, but it is pretty good. It's just falling slightly short of what I would like to see. Okay, so let's keep going.
I suppose this moment was a long time coming. But it's time I took a firm public stance on the attitudes that end.
Okay, so I guess we have to put on these subtitles. Okay, let's keep going.
Coming. But it's time I took a firm public stance on the attitudes that anti-AI people have towards AI, and those that use and promote its use. I have tried to stay out of drama because I came into the scene for the sake of making music that I and others could enjoy.
These are excerpts from his previous videos. Yeah, these are excerpts from his previous videos that he's showing here. So he's kind of showing you a showcase, yeah.
But the behavior of anti-AI people is too ridiculous for me to continue staying silent when it comes to the way they conduct themselves around the...
Okay, this is just ridiculously ornate, but I actually love it. Yeah, but you can see what I mentioned about the like, it looks kind of messy in here when you pause it, but I think a little bit, yeah, but it makes sense as a magical environment where things just flow out of nothing that it would do that.
Of anti-AI people is too ridiculous for me to continue staying silent when it comes...
Yeah, see these golden staircases with lots of candles on them growing out of nowhere. They do look weird, but they also kind of look like, oh, magic should look like that. If staircases magically start growing, they are going to look weird while they're growing. So I can say that in some ways it's like maybe a little bit too weird, but it also makes sense. Okay, and then let's look at the environment. Yeah, this is like almost like, I want to say an Escher kind of environment. I think some of these staircases are like, yeah, they're like going to nowhere, or they're like crossing each other like here in ways that don't make sense. Yeah, this is like an Escher environment, I think. Which I think was probably done on purpose, because I've seen Escher environments that have like a lot of elements like this, you know, these pillars and open and stuff like that. So I think it might be like that. Okay, let's keep going.
To the way they conduct themselves around the subject of AI.
I am an artist. I promote...
Oh yeah, and see, remember this? We just saw that, so it's another excerpt from one of his earlier videos.
the use of AI. Because it doesn't kill creativity.
Oh yeah, and then this one I think was from the start of From the Dark. Yeah, I think that was from the start of From the Dark. Let me open it up. Let's go to A Wild Iraqi. And yeah, it's yeah, that video made me cry. It's gonna be hard to go back to here. I haven't gone here for a long time, but I think that's from the start of From the Dark. Okay, and then yeah, Avted Fatash in the library, and then yeah, here it is. Yep, there it is. Yeah, it's from his own thing. Okay, let's keep going.
It stokes the embers. AI only makes what it is told to make. If a human being tells AI to copy something somebody else made, that's not the AI's fault. That's the human's fault for having no original ideas for the AI to help them create. If a human has an original idea, AI can be used to bring that idea.
Yep, and that was more stuff. Yeah, this is from the Dark, and then this one, we remember this one. We just saw that.
Used to bring that idea to life at speeds faster than anything that came before it.
I am an artist. AI is my tool, and music is my art. To those of you who despise AI for existing, and spout your mindless hatred, your baseless accusations, and your frank...
Wow, this is really going psychedelic. Yeah, this is kind of making me motion sick. But yeah, see, it's kind of like it portrays like this character that probably represents the real him in a really drab and normal office environment, and then it gradually becomes really psychedelic. Yeah, so I think it's showing his movement into, like, he thinks of himself in this world, but then he begins of thinking himself more and more in the AI creation space.
My art. To those of you who despise AI for existing and spout your mindless hatred, your baseless accusations, and your frankly disgusting threats of violence at those of us that use and promote the use of AI for our own.
Yeah, this is getting distorted in a way that is. I'm wondering if this is this early enough to be happening because of the grok problems. So it's a little bit more than a week ago. It might be because of the grok problems. Yeah, it's got more distortion on it than I expected, and that might be on purpose because everything's becoming distorted and turning into something else. But I think it's like a little bit too much distortion. But grok had this, I guess I'll call it an existential crisis that all the AI creators have been talking about, where it refuses to make video that's high enough quality, that even after you run it through an upscaler, which is a program that takes the lower resolution video and helps it become higher resolution, even after that, it's still too distorted to use. And I'm wondering if maybe that has happened here, because this, I'm pretty sure, is not an excerpt from any of his previous videos. It might be that problem is causing this.
Creative endeavors. Kindly shut the fuck up!
Okay, that's the F-bomb. I don't like the F-bomb.
Half the shit you use on a daily basis has elements of AI in it. From your phone to your gaming console,
Okay, so who is this? Kind of looks like Nihilith. Is there a cheat sheet? There isn't a cheat sheet, so probably not Nihilith. Or either that or it's a secret cameo. Okay, let's keep going.
preferred search engine, your favorite music apps, even your...
Oh, and who is this? I'm not sure who this is. Are these like video game characters? Because there's a lot of AI that's been in video games for quite a long time, but it's becoming more prevalent and more controversial.
Fucking smart TV has AI in it. Your social media feeds,
Tailored by an AI.
your Snapchat and Instagram filters.
And then this is From the Dark again. Yeah, that's the one that made me cry.
Siri,
Google,
your preferred web browser.
AI.
Oh, and I think I recognize this scene. I'm thinking that is this From the Dark again, or is it one of those others? I'm not quite sure where this one comes from, but I recognize this scene too.
Need I go on?
Whether you like it or not.
Oh, and that's the golden leaved tree, the tree with golden leaves. That is used in the Skyebrows community a lot. It comes from Psychro, the friendly survival specialist. He has a video called The Golden Fall. That's been, it was a very early Skyebrows cinematic universe video, and it inspired a lot of people to put a tree with golden leaves in their own videos.
AI is here to stay. Whether you like it or not, we are the
Oh, this is Avted Fatash, I think. Yes.
next generation of artists. And we use AI to make our art. You want to know what the best part is?
There's not a goddamn
Oh yeah, and then this stuff is an excerpt from one of his previous videos, not one that we reacted to today, some before that.
thing you can do about it.
We are here. We are proud of what
And the car was as too. Yeah, the car was as well.
we do. We're not going anywhere.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yep, some very good AI arguments. The music was, average, and the animation was mostly just clips from other things. But the message is good, and it's some very good arguments. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people make some of those arguments, and I think some of them weren't familiar. I don't think I'd heard them before, but very good, very good. Okay, so now I think that was the last one. Yep, that was the last one. A message about AI and creativity. Okay, so we'll try to hit this one later on when other Skyebros have come out with their own contest entries, and I can pack 3 or 4 of them from 3 or 4 different creators together. I think I'll do it that way. Okay, so that was a reaction.